All right, I'm back live. I'm sorry. I had to uh I had to leave earlier because I had to forget what I was talking about. But I had to take my girlfriend to the what's it called, you know? Hold on. Hey, someone looked at the notifications. Let's go. So, yeah, yes, I had to take my girlfriend to work. Sorry, her car broke down. I don't know what she wants to do about it, but her I'm gonna have to pick her up from work and then probably also take her to work tomorrow too. So yeah, but yeah, everything's good so far. Um, bro, why are these not confirmed? These are still like estimated. Lou, Lou, uh, yeah. So everything's been good so far with this. I do. Hello. Okay, I think it's good now. Um, I had to put the cat in the other room because the cat just non-stop meowing. Just non-stop. I had to like I don't know what to do. Like it just non-stop meowing. So yeah, and I have to be careful because there's a cat right next to me here. Hey kitty kitty. You don't want to sleep on the suitcase? Oh, she tired. Baby girl is tired. Yeah, baby girl's the cat. Her name is Sonya. So yeah, I'm not gonna stream long today. Probably maybe 3 4 hours, and then um, probably also because I have to go pick up my girlfriend too. So yeah, um, so I need to pick up this and then this here. So I do that, and then else statement like this here, and then I insert this here. Not into songs. Oh my god, that would be crazy. Insert into Spotify streams. And then Spotify streams not set stream count. I don't know why artist ID is even here. But is artist ID even? I guess it is here. I guess we can do artist ID, but you know, it's not like it really matters that much. But let me hold on. So we have artist ID. So select Spotify from songs where. But this, I don't really want to do it like this though, because I want to just do mapping, and where when I fetch it, I just map it, and then because I want to remove the streams and then update it so it just fetches the this table and checks only for that artist ID. So that way it's only and if it has a mapped song ID, so that way it makes sense because well, what are existing tracks? Is this right? Because existing tracks, I don't know if existing tracks should be for URI inside of existing tracks. This doesn't make sense because I want to remove this, and what I want to do is, because existing tracks is here, we're gonna need to do a for loop in here, interestingly enough, but then we're gonna want to do we want to check like track URI like this, select all from Spotify streams, or track URI is that, and then this one is correct. That one's fine to have because we need the album ID and we need album name, because if we're gonna insert it, we need to insert it album ID, album name, but we want to set, to be honest, we want to just set stream count where track URI, and then I guess artist ID is fine. But then if we insert song name, album name, song name, album name, track URI, so alright, hold on. Song name, album name, track URI, album ID, artist ID, mapped song ID, we leave that blank, and then stream count, in which I guess I need to move map song ID to the end. technically. Because then track... Wait, did I not have... Hold on. I could have sworn I had track number on here. Okay. I definitely did have track number there. So artist ID, track number, and then it's gonna be stream count. Yeah. Yeah. Do. Alright, hold on. I don't know how long the cat will want to stay in there, so I give it maybe like... I don't know. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. 217. Yeah. So... Cat's been in there for maybe almost an hour. Let me see what time cat has been. It's been almost an hour, I think. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to hit 3,000 followers before the end of the year, but I don't know if I'm gonna hit it or not. And when I hit 3,000, I'm gonna start unfollowing a ton of people. You know, like because it's nowadays it's all about follow for follow. I realize like you need you want the followers to look good so then new people follow you. So yeah. All right, so we got, how do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we need another one. 7. We need to do name, album name, album name, track URI, album ID, artist ID, track number, and then stream count. So I think like this, but let me just double check. Where did my mouse go? Did this screen really freeze again? Oh my god. I don't know why the screen freezes. Oops, hold on. Okay. I don't know why the stream or these two monitors freeze, honestly. I think it has to do with the display link manager, but still beats me. I don't know why. But hold on. While this is there, I need to keep an eye on the cat. I got two sleeping cats. Like seriously, when this cat becomes grumpy, that cat becomes grumpy. Like, honest to God, it becomes grumpy. It truly is insane to me. How grumpy the cat is. Yeah, the Spotify stream, Mockingbird even at that many streams? I feel like it's at more. No, it is. Okay, okay. So, yeah, so I need to do this method here. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to ask it. Let me, the existing tracks will break. Let me, okay, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, it says to replace it with this. Okay. And then insert into, okay, update Spotify stats set. Okay, okay, that works fine. Oh, and then I was gonna have a last updated here. Also, um, last updated. Oh, hold on. So, yeah. And then the one thing that I would need to do then is manually map the IDs. So which for loop would I put after this one, I think? Okay, and then okay, is play count a play count is lowercase. Okay. Um Let me run this and then see how this works like now. But rather than where is it? Rather than this, let's do this. True. I want to see the site work well, in which you're stuck seeing the old site still. Hold on. Here. And then if this still works, then what I need to then do is look at how I can run this on Fast API. That's the next challenge, is Fast API based on this button click, because the button needs to connect to a server, and the button needs to call an endpoint. Locally, it will be fine, but the issue I'm gonna think is online. How does it work? So let me run this and then see how it does. Because I don't want the site to be looking at because obviously Spotify streams will have a lot more data than songs, um, which may become an issue because 100,000 is 30 megabytes. in which I want to try and minimize this, but the majority of the song lyrics being 261 megabytes kind of like concerning, you know? So it's currently processing. Let me hopefully it goes through and works. But headless being true, I haven't. Yeah, it still says waiting for selector, which is weird because when I say set it to false and run this, then it runs fine. Like it's running here. So I don't know why headless set to false doesn't work, which was weird. But it is true that sometimes it doesn't load properly for just like loading up the URL, which does I think serve a purpose or an issue. Um, but I do think maybe let me try refreshing it. Hopefully it doesn't crash on the waiting. Yeah, it still doesn't want to load for some reason. I don't know why. In which, so that's something I'm gonna need to do on my site is make it check for like the last like 2 to 3 minutes to see if it like if the last updated is there. Um, yeah, see now it loaded fine. But another thing also is I wanted to like, but I guess it's faster for it to like load up the data information, scroll down, and capture it all, and insert it. Um, um, and I guess it is faster, but the thing is, once I expose this to the public, once I make it work, uh, I need it to be once a day because there's no reason for it to update. But I think one thing I need to first check is like the difference in the streams because if I fetch it like you know 9 p.m. tonight and then I fetch it 9 a.m. tomorrow, the numbers may not be different yet. So because of that, oh okay, hold on. Cannot write access variable. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Uh, what is this? Upstart artist. Cannot access local variable album name. Oh, yeah, here. So I need to set it to none. So that way it gets defined. Has mapped album. Row is not none. Huh. Interesting. I don't think anything else is different. Except this condition looks different. Now stats. Yeah, all this looks different. Skip stream inserts if album isn't mapped. No, okay, oh. Okay, hold on. Uh, okay, replace this block with this. Which does that, I think. Wait. No, I do want that, actually. Oh, shit. Sorry. I have like a cat that I'm trying to babysit, basically. Cat sitting, cat sitting is annoying. Uh, Alright, let me see if this will work then. Let's see. I wanted to insert everything. Alright, it's loading it. Huh. Alright, so now it should just add in all the songs, and then when I map the data or the song data, then it will be easier for me to just update. Because the track URI is like, I don't think the track URI changes, to be honest. But the only thing I really don't care for is the explicit or not, in which I don't know if it like cares or not if it's explicit. But on YouTube, what they do is they add the counts together, the stream counts. I still get this. Hold on. In which it says album name cannot be null, but Spotify ID. But okay. Wait, let me check. How do I? if I am inserting everything in here, oh no, this is only mapped ones. But that would mean but that means then we're not getting album name inside of here, which album name should exist, but but then that means only mapped album. Okay. Empty string is not equal null, but then we say equal none. This is none, so. So I think what we need to do is this. Hold on. What the fuck is album Spotify ID? Is that? But Spotify stats does not have album Spotify ID. Oh no, that's Spotify streams. Spotify stats has artist, album name, album ID, artist ID, Spotify. Last updated. Okay. And then let me see. Yeah. This one actually does need that, but this one is fine to be without it. So let me try again on this. Let's see. Cat still sleeping, looking like a drunk sailor. I loaded so fast this time. I just needed to, like, you know, be good. Like, just give me everything, please. Because then once I map all the IDs, then it doesn't matter, like, if the album data's in, like, I mapped the. I mean, it would take me a while to do it per artist, but the thing is with this is if I do it like this, I can easily do the other one too, which is not album but the EPs and singles and whatnot. That way it will make it easier for me to just add the data onto this and do it the same way. Album ID cannot be null. Oh my god. I swear to god, this thing is crazy. You know? And what's next? Artist ID? Like, Jesus. Let's try this again. And the reason why I do it to get a new IP each time is because I don't want it to, like, you know, find me. So it cycles through a new IP each time, which is what this runs off of. So this runs off of different IPs rather than just one. So Yeah. But once this works, then I need to hook it up to the button. Um, because I the mapping the IDs will be something I do off stream. I'm not gonna do that all on stream because that will take me forever. And it's not something like I want to get progress done, you know. So I need to, and I also need to check that this works off. Yeah, because I was using a PHP script to execute this here. Okay. Yeah, here. Track URI. This is crazy. Yeah, all the mapped ones. 262, 283. Jesus. Mapped song ID. Album name, album ID. I also gotta do special album ID, I realize. This is insane. What the hell happened here? Oh, it finished. So, that is insane. And then let me do some stream count as total. This is there's 100 billion. There's 100 billion streams here. Why or how? I guess is the main question. But um, I don't know if there's a quick way to like replace this, but I want to see. Oh, hold on. Let me do a new chat here. There's got to be a way to do this. If not, then I'll just delete everything and rerun the script, but update Spotify streams, track URI. There you go. And then let me All right, and then for this, I'm gonna do. Dog, what the hell? I forgot. You can't just do enter into these things anymore. Wait, this doesn't look. Hold on. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, something was messed up there. Yeah, so that way it's like this. And then track URI. Oh wait, this should maybe just be up here then. Like that. In which I'm sure there are duplicates here, but it's just the fact that you know, it's there, you know? Like if I search up this where song name equals this, how many are we gonna get? We get two. Um, but the thing, it's duplicated because it's got none here, in which um, like just for Eminem, that was 500. Now imagine all the other artists who like have a ton of stuff. So we need to go through this, and then we need to say like an excluded list. So we need to create a list for excluded because like it just Spotify streams exclude. We do ID. We'll say URI. Oh no, say song name. Artist. ID. And URI. Oh, and then reason. URI will just be varchar. I don't care. So, let me at least hold on. Keep this simplistic. It'll be track URI. So that way, we oh fuck, I didn't want that. Reason. Let me change this to lowercase. So if we have an excluded list now, I want it to not include it there. So it excludes it. Hold on. Hey, I made 3 cents today. Let's go. Yeah. So let me ask it about this. Yeah. This table. Yeah, so I wanted to uh let me just ask it for a full updated file. Okay, it claims this is gonna do the same thing, but I don't know. So let me actually insert here a data entry. I want to insert. Okay, come on, insert. Where's one of the streams? This one, song name, artist ID is one. Track URI is this, and then reason duplicate. So now we have this here. Now let me delete this one. So we have 505, or it should be 505. Yeah, 505. Let me, hold on. Save this here. 505. And then let me rerun this. And then the only thing it should do is let's see if this even works. I don't know why it even changed anything here. Okay. Shit. Where is it? Why doesn't it want to load the songs? Okay, hold on. Okay, there it goes. And then it's gonna start scrolling, hopefully. And then at the end of it scrolling, it's gonna catch the data. So it shouldn't insert this one. If it inserts it, then we need to address this. But and then I should see the updated too. Updated should be at 12, 14, or 15, depending on when this thing scroll finishes. This way, it will be good for me to filter because then I could just map it properly. Album ID cannot be null. This is stupid, bro. How are you gonna update the code and then say like, oh, it's null. Sorry. Like, bro. What? But wait, this doesn't. Hold on. No, this is not right. Hold on, this code is incredibly wrong. So it does this, excluded tracks. This does not matter at all because uh track ID row replace, like we don't need this at all. Like, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. The tracks like this. Yeah, like this is stupid. So this needs to be here because album ID could be 0. This I needed to give me a full updated because when it says, oh, patch this, patch that, like what the fuck am I supposed to do? Hold on, I want to see this. Where my audio at? Oh.
My life is fantastic now. All I had to do is stay away from my family. Malcolm has been intentionally hiding himself from this family for years.
By comparison, Reese looks pretty good.
You can't spend the rest of your life hiding and denying your family even exists.
Worked perfectly until they showed up.
4-part event. Life is unfair. Alright, let's see what it does here. Did it ensure that it wouldn't be undefined? Spotify stats update, but it's a Spotify streams. If okay, continue. But then this is inside of it. Okay, let me try this. I don't know why it opened up over there. Load the data, load the data. Of course. I don't know why it wants to do that. Hi, kitty kitty. Hey, kitty kitty kitty. Oh, their cat's still sleeping. Yes. Why doesn't it want to load? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. 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 There we go. Bro, Google been reviewing that one for a while now. Why? Alright, I just want to make sure it works. Make sure it does exclude it. So, because one thing... What they're doing? Oh, it's updating it? Yeah, I think it's updating it. I don't know how long it takes. Yeah. And then this one should have updated also 12/22, 12/23. So that's good. Oh wait, no. It still inserted it though. It's still, why did it do that? Select track 29. Artist ID 1. White space. I don't see no white space. I mean, we could do this, but select track URI where artist ID equals this. If track URI. Oh, no, what the fuck? This is what happened. It should, no, this, okay, this is what it is. this is what it is. This should be... I'm surprised this right here. Does the track ID... Yeah, ID only. So this should always be this. Oh wait, what? Track URI. Oh, so then why am I doing track URI? I don't need this. Okay, so let me delete this. Change operations back to 1. And then let me rerun this. And then hopefully it runs fine. Come on, load. I want it to load. Load. I don't think it's gonna load properly. Oh, maybe. Loaded something. Alright, let's see. I don't expect this process to be done all today, though. I want to at least get the button done. Is lose yourself on here? It isn't. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want it to insert it. And I think it looks like it takes like maybe 5 minutes to fetch. So I need to see like if it's running on a server, how do I run multiple at the same time, you know? So unless there's a queue set up, like, you know? Yeah, 28, and then currently... Okay, yeah, nice. It didn't insert it. Nice. So, what that means is we now have an exclusion thing. I need to make sure I don't hit the baby. The exclusion thing is set up. So now, I guess, is a good question to see on how I can set this up to be on fast API. And then because I need to have a fast API call such that I can make an endpoint call to this. So let me see how I can do that here. So let me close that. Let me close this. 17 people. 66 people. 65. I don't know. Yeah, this one's taking forever to get reviewed. Maybe because it's a health tracker thing. I don't know. But a habit tracker, and then I'm working on a different one too. But I want there to be. I need to remove Spotify stream. So another thing that I need to do is I need to remove not just Spotify streams. I'm gonna keep video views because everything. Video views is fine. Like from YouTube, there's not very much data that I get, so video views is fine. Spotify ID is honestly, I'm gonna remove. If we want a source of truth, then I should probably remove Spotify. Is verified, past Euro check, can skip. Like all this stuff does not matter. Alternative version is fine. And then I'm thinking of also moving like album ID, artist ID, collab ID, track ID, special album ID, all to like its own like table. So I would need to clone this somehow, create a new table, remove. But then I need to update. I would need to literally update the whole site to get this to work, and that's the one thing that would require some refactoring. And then same with lyrics ID. So all the mapping IDs will be in another table, in which can be very risky too, because it's nice to have it all in one here, but it's also like, I don't know. So Spotify stats, I'm gonna keep this just for the sake of it, because it doesn't hurt to have this, at least, to be honest. I will have like a similar view tracker here, not this one, like this here for but because I'm doing the Spotify one, I'm gonna do similar to, I guess, like this. So I'm gonna do similar to this for the Spotify one, and then with that, we'll be able to really create some nice display metrics. So, and then I do need to do something with this. But this one, I do need to do mapped song ID, but then album ID will also have a special album ID, in which I don't know. Special album ID. So after album ID, hold on. In which special album ID, I just plan to also set 0. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, nice. Let me save this so I don't lose any of this. Because now that I know it works. Yeah, like that. And then special album ID is fine. But I need to figure out how to get this into a thing. So how can I turn this into like a fast API call? So, in order to do this, I probably need to create a new repo. So let me actually do that where I paste this data in there and create a new repo. I think I can create new repo here. Will this create it on GitHub or just local? So we're gonna call it music randomizer API endpoint. This one, okay, hold on. I need to go to GitHub and create it. Because I thought I had a music randomizer API, but I don't know. Oh man, what code was this? Was this why is this Java? Oh, was I creating the mobile app for it? I think so. New music site redesign. Oh man, this is the PHP version of my site. Man. And then music tier list. I still have music bracket too, but I haven't done anything with music bracket in over a year. I might do something in music bracket. But oh, why close GitHub? I was going down memory lane. That's my issue. Memory lane, memory lane. Yeah. Music site. Oh, this one's an old one. All songs mobile, all songs. Keep later txt. Oh, is this? Oh, I know what this one is. This one is my old. No, this is my actual code. But yeah, it is crazy. All right, new repository. I need to create. Is there a way to create like a new like How do you create like? I want to create like a new like on GitHub like new something, but I don't know. Like group. I want to group things together, like music randomizer, mobile apps, and whatnot. But I don't see a way to do that. Add a readme. I don't really care about all this. But let me. Where did my GitHub thing go? Right here. Let me clone this and then let me open up the file. Or open up new window. Let me open up the folder. And in this folder, I need to add everything. So hold on. I need to then do functions.py, dbinfo.py, and then what else? Oh, renew IP. And then let me save. Cannot publish, no commits. Why can I not? Oh. All right, hold on. Okay, so now let me just double check that this one works. Because if this one works, then it'll be good. Because I need to set it up for Fast API, and I don't know exactly how to do all that, so. Yeah, headless equals true, but why does it not want to work? Okay. But it looks like it does work to some degree, so hold on. Let me close this site scripts because I don't really need that one anymore. I don't know which one this is showing, but you need to then see Spotify. This one. And then let me show this one. Hold on. Yeah, you see it. And then let me see what installs Fast API UV corn. So I gotta do this. Okay, I got this issue. Hold on. Okay. And then I do this. I should already have Chromium, but I don't know why. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, I need to update the file, so I need to. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Why is it like lagging? Here's a replacement file, so let me try this. Spotify scraper.py, and it gave me a replacement file. Like this, and then okay, but then how this gets used, okay. Oh, whoops, where did it go? API.py. Like this, and then import MySQL Connect. Alright, hold on. MySQL, but that coming from here. Oh. Oh, okay, now it seems to work, I guess, I don't know. But then API.scrape. Scrape all. Run scrape. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And then scrape, so then, okay. Alright, now let me see. So, okay, so now I guess I should probably do a was it readme? Is it readme.md? So we do this. Then we call this. Like that. And then 1278000, but 8000, my localhost runs on 3000, so that should be fine. So if I run this, clear, it's running. If I go to this, let me open up Postman. Man, I haven't opened up Postman in so long. Oh wait, what the heck? Hold on. pip install stem. Hold on. Requirements.txt. In which yeah, like that. Hold on. The only other thing now I'm gonna need to do is I'm probably gonna need to have a key, so that way I needed to have a specific environment key, that a secret key that I set, so that way no one could randomly call it, you know? Looks like I need to do like this, and then I need to do at the top of API Pi does this. Alright, oh. Okay. Like this, and then, that's fine. But I should probably set an environment key, but I guess, let me just, hold on. Ooh, what the hell? Greenlit. Use Python 3.12, not 3.13, okay. Oh, did not mean to do that. Huh. I get this, which is weird. But what, ChatGPT? But what? Oh, whoops. Hold on. I see this. But I literally installed it. Okay. Should it be like this? Let me try a different thing here. What the fuck? Why did it automatically create? It keeps, okay. Dog, stop. Uh, how can I disable this? Alright, hold on. Oh yeah, ChatGPT. VS Code. Hold on. Yeah, do that, and then okay, okay. Okay, but it still does this. Hold on. Okay, now when I do this, I get nothing. Bro, this show is so fucking broken. I do that, but I don't see it. Can man not found deactivate? Okay, okay. You know what I need to do? Hold on, let me try this. Let me close this. Reopen it. But like I still don't see it like active though. Okay, but then oh my God, if I do that. Okay, I don't know if this will be an issue for me, but we're gonna see. I don't know. Cat is still sleeping, that's good. All the cats are sleeping. Baby cats are sleeping. Bro, this person subscribes to 10 people? Oh my God. Why? Boo, boo, boo. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Hold on. Yeah, I'm monitoring the cat. Making sure the cat's not okay. Or to make sure the cat is okay. Okay, so now if I do this... What the fuck? Yeah, I already have a... What the hell? Okay. So now it's running. Let me check. Where the hell's my... Hold on. I have... Where is it? Here it is. Now if I call this... Okay, I get this error. Okay. No, did not work. Okay. I guess it's got to download Chromium, which is fine. But I also need to make sure, like, when it gets called, um, and then run without reload, I do this. Oh, okay. It looks like it's running now. But will it work? That's the thing. Will it work? We will have to find out. Ooh, it did get the IP. I am surprised that worked. It did get the IP. But I need to safeguard this so that way multiple of them people can't run at the same time. You know? You feel me? Because if it can only do like an artist every 5 minutes, then okay, it got this error, but I don't know why. Okay, but it did go through. Okay, for this code though. Spotify behaves differently in headless. Let me check. Let me see. What did I have this running in? I had it running in headless, true, and somehow it worked, but that's because huh. This is what most production scrapers do. Huh. Interesting. Let me see then. Headless false. We'll see how this works. The thing is though, I don't know about the thing, so let me, if I update this, maybe I need to rebuild it. Let me see if this works. If this works, then I need to ensure that it's still using the proxy somehow. It's waiting. I don't think it's gonna go through. I feel like it's been too long. Yeah, I got the same thing. Waiting for it to be visible. But let me try this. If I do false and then I do this here, okay, I don't need this exactly. but I do want that to be like this, and then if I do this and then call this API, I did say headless false. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, but because it's running inside of a VENV, I think. Let me check. Okay, but you register routes repeatedly inside of this. Okay. I'm asking for a full updated version of it. Let me see. This will work. Okay, got the IP. That's good. Come on. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. I don't think it worked. Yeah, I got the same thing. Hold on. Okay, but then if it's... Oh, wait. Because of this here. That's... Okay, but then... Oh, wait a second, wait a second. That's why I wasn't changing anything. Because this should be the same here. We didn't change anything. Okay. Okay, so let me actually delete this file. What the fuck did I just do? Delete this file. Okay, I see what happened. Okay, it's calling the file, or it opened up the browser. But wait, if I cancel, okay, hold on. I want this to be true, but how's this Spotify safe if it's not headless? Hmm. Virtual display, switch back to headless. Okay, but if I do this, okay, hold on. Do 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 do. You already saw. So if I run this on a server, if I run this on a server, so now, okay, hold on. If I run this on a server, I need to do certain things to avoid getting detected. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm at the point where I need to see how to run this on a server because if okay, hold on. Do, 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 do. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, but I also need to do something else too. Hold on. I should set up an env file so that way this can't just be called externally. Hold on. Oh no, but if I use for how can I set this? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to create a secret key and then main.py. This is api.py, but okay. Yo, what the fuck? Get out of here, bro. You think just cause you come in here, you think you could just figure it out? No, 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 no. It is not like that, bro. It is not like that. Yeah, test key. So that way, oh, it's already there. Okay. Like this. Okay. Oh, and then okay. Now hold on. All right. Yeah. And so still in review, bro. And my codex isn't refreshed until like my weekly usage on codex is gone. So that sucks. Wait. Okay. Oh no, that button is there for. Oh shit. Good thing that button does fucking nothing on the site. So now, what am I doing here? So this should have a timeout. Um, and it has a key. And right now I just use test key. Um, so I do need to put this on the server now. But I don't have. Oh, I do have the other one. I do have the other one, but music randomizer API. I don't know if I did anything with this though. Because yeah, this is set so you could get the okay. The create a playlist from your site. But I need to use this though. I need to use this. But the issue with this is let me check something real quick. Name. Did I renew this? Yeah, I didn't renew this one, but I did renew this one, so I can use this. Let me set up a FileZilla profile for it. New site. And then I do need to set up a host name for it. And FTP accounts. Dog, what? Looks like I have one. Oh shit, hold on. But I don't remember the password for this one. This one just goes here. Hold on. Okay, and then this one, username is this. Okay. Um, I guess in this, I'm gonna have to create a directory for Fast API. I don't know how exactly this will work, but. And then in here, hold on. I need to upload this, remove this, and that. Upload this to that. And then one thing then I need to do is set it up now. So I need to go to terminal. And I guess on my local host, one thing that I need to do here is when I go to like Eminem, and when I go to Spotify, one thing that I need to do is this. When I say fetch Spotify stats, but when I call this though, I need to set it up in my code still. Where is my music randomizer? I need to hold on. Set this up in my env test key. When I call this, here's a button. This button does absolutely nothing so far. So now, okay, now how do I hook up this button to that API call? Where, okay, here. And I need to protect this, so, okay. Get commands. Credentials include. So it's like this, though. What? No, it should be like this, and then. Okay, hold on. Okay, like this, and then. Oh, but then it's not gonna be this. It's gonna be. ID like this. Oh, but before I do this though, I should be able to set it up on the Postman and then so let me say local. And then live and then So this should be like this. But then I need to set it up on the server to let it run. So how do I set this up on the server? Okay. I may have some of these already. Okay, and then okay. Yeah, this is gonna be long to set up here. Hold on. Oh, this is the wrong. Hold on. No, that's not this one either. Fuck, where is it? It's this one here. Okay, so now I do that, and then okay, okay, well, the cat left. That's not nice. Damn, another honey video will be going live on YouTube. Do 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 do. Alright, hold on. Let me just. Everything looks like it downloaded correctly. Make sure cat is still sleeping. What step did I just do? Chromium. I think I need this one too. I get this. Okay. Alright, hold on. Nice, it worked. So now that I have all that, okay. So it's this. Oh, wait, I need to do the pip install requirements. Alright, hold on. Okay, now I keep getting this. Bro, why is it giving me Python code that's not like accurate? Like, Alright, hold on. So I upload this one. On API file. Hold on, what is my cat making noise for? You okay? You want a tunnel? Here, I can get you a tunnel. As long as the other cat don't wake up. Uh-oh. The other cat's awake. Go back to sleep. Oh. Hold on. Mian Mian. Go back to sleep. He looked at me. Go back to sleep. I really, really don't want him to be awake right now. I feel like I'm so close to being, like, done. But, like, you know. Alright, hold on. Okay, it's running. Yeah, this should work. So if I call this, it says connection refused. I get this. Okay, hold on. Okay, he went back to sleep. Nice. Alright, hold on. So I do this. And then I call this. I don't know if it worked, but unauthorized. Okay, nice. Yeah, 401 unauthorized, which is expected. Because it doesn't have a, because of this key. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So then, like this. Yeah, I set it to something temporary. Yeah, so. Oh, wait, no, it should be there. Oh, no, hold on. I'm echoing the wrong thing. No, wait, what? It should be there on ENV because I uploaded the ENV file, right? Yeah. Hold on. Do 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 do. From your project folder. Okay. All right. Oh, that's the okay, but then. Oh, I need a header. Okay, hold on. Okay, it looks like it's working. Um. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's working. I need to. Oh wait, what happened now? Okay, hold on. Now I get this. Hold on. Close, 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 close. Alright, stream stuff here. But if I, what is my code? Alright, hold on. Import asynchro. Um, Scroll and check. Hold on. Alright, let me try this again now. Okay, hold on. Fuck. Go back to sleep, Mian Mian. Okay, it looks like it's working. Now the only thing that I need to do Okay, hold on. Fuck, how many more albums is it gonna do? Yeah, there it goes. And it updates a lot faster. I don't know if Alright, hold on. That Okay, he wants to come out. You're allowed out, Mian Mian, but if you misbehave, we're gonna spray you with water, okay? Okay, Mian Mian? Mian Mian. If you're bad, you get the water. Told that cat. If he bad, he. Mian Mian cannot be doing shit like this. Alright, this actually successfully worked. I actually... Oh, hold on. Alright, hold on. Update. From Spotify streams. Mian Mian, be good. Set, update, set. No, it's gotta be update Spotify stream set. Stream count equal to 0. Okay. Now this will let me know if it works or not. Hold on, I need to babysit these cats. Let me see. I need to know what time to leave to pick up my girlfriend. Why is that camera down? Alright, so let me recall this, because everything's set to 0 now. Let me recall it and then see if it works. Because I need to see if it works. Just so I can, That's a weird IP address. What the hell? Because it seems like it updated it instantly. Like, it was so fast. Hey! Stop it! Hey! Do not do that. We don't do that. He got the other cat by the neck. Yeah, it updated all the stream. And it did this in a minute. Oh, let me mute this. But it did it in a minute, but I don't want it to do it like, you know, because 1,000 artists, you know, let's see. 1,000 artists it would take 17 hours if it did 1,000. That and that's only because Eminem has shorter discography. Oh my god, he's meowing a lot. He really wants to go outside. He wants to be an outdoor cat. He cannot be an outdoor cat. He needs to learn. And we have to close the we can't close the blinds because he'll break the blinds. So this is something we can't do. So I don't know what to do about him, to be honest. So localhost. Let me check something real quick. What? Ooh, Lord, here he comes. All right, hold on. I need to set an alarm for 6:45 p.m. Fuck. He needs to learn that he cannot just meow and get what he wants. Oh, and it's not Spotify. It's not Scrape Spotify. It's just Scrape. Hold on. So it'd be post requests like this. Like this, and then hold on. No, I do need to change the front end if I'm calling that. Hey! Stop! Okay. I'm meowing a little too much. Stop it. You need to stop. Stop. No. I'm watching him. Oh shit. Don't beat me up, Mian Mian. I think he's gonna end up being scared of me. Hold on, they're fighting. He's pissed. Hold on. Damn. He fights Sonya. I don't know what happened to him. Like, he truly. I think something happened to him when he was in China. Because this cat can't. I've never seen a cat like this. Like, it's truly beyond me. Okay. So, one thing that I want to do now is. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Like this. And then I guess Spotify fetched for the day, but then I could just check the current day. But I what I need to do though is just change. Okay, let's just change this. Hold on. Like, we don't need to do this. And then in request, scraper ID is the same. So then, instead of YouTube being the default, my local should call it. So then, um, like this. Like this. Spotify fetched artist data. Spotify fetched equals true. Um, which is fine because I think we're supposed to set. Spotify fetched here, in which right now we just set it to false. Um, Kitty is just being so bad. Hey. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the cat. Um, so let me just check something here now. Hold on. Hey. No. Yeah, you're learning, right? And it's just water. Huh? Look what you're doing over here. You're making a mess. Eat some food. Relax. Play with your toys. This cat, I swear. Oh my goodness. Maybe, if I put on a TV show for them. You cats want music or something? Or a TV show? You want TV? Why is this not working? Here, you can put on Tubi. Oh my god, this thing is so slow. Here, I put on Tubi for the cats. Look, Secret Life of Pets. Secret Life of Pets. A pet show. Cat's stressing me out. Alright, hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna end my stream here. Uh, I need to clean up some stuff, and I think I need to do some stuff. But I think this is a good stopping point tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do on off stream is I'm gonna clean this up, set it up with the button, and then push a change so that only I can see the button if I'm the user ID. But the way that I'm gonna do it is that I'm gonna try and set this up so like I go through the song IDs and stuff, and I also need to clean this up. Like I said, like songs, I plan to clean this up, but I need to make sure I set up my site so that way, as long as nothing's using it, as soon as I delete it, then it's fine. But if something's using it, then there's an issue. It will break because Spotify streams will no longer be here. So I need to do this, and then maybe I'll let it. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna end my stream here. I got other things to do.